Hello and welcome to the Liverpool Echo. I'm Liam Thorpe and I'm pleased to say I'm here with one of my musical heroes, Tim Burgess, from the Charlatans. And you're not playing your tracks today. You are actually serving coffee, aren't you?
Yeah.
And why is that?
Because it's been a lifelong ambition.
To be a barista.
Yeah.
You've achieved a lot, but no, no, you're finally fulfilling your dream to be a barista.
Fulfilling my dream. Well, I like what these guys are doing, and I started following them on Twitter like post-pandemic and what they did, their philosophy post-pandemic. Helping out with the homeless, and is something that really struck a chord with me.
For those who don't know, the Paper Cup coffee shop here near Queen's Square is the brainchild of Michelle Langan, who set up the Paper Cup homeless charity, and basically the coffee that you buy here directly goes to helping homeless people in Liverpool. And you've been involved before. I think you initially made a donation,
Yeah.
And now you've decided to come and put your money where your mouth is and roll up your sleeves. What made you want to come and do a day here? Do you just want to give a bit more back?
I just think it's an ongoing thing. Who knows what I might end up doing here next time. I think it's an ongoing thing. Yeah. If you're supporting something. Yeah.
And what's it been like so far?
Well, it's a struggle, making those lattes. I mean, you have to be an expert, and Dan is flipping brilliant. He's fast, and it's harder than you think.
Is it a bit out of your comfort zone?
Well, you know what? I like a good coffee, so I'd be determined to get it right, but not in such a short space of time. Maybe if I do a little bit longer, for the rest of the day.
Well, yeah, exactly. Practice makes perfect.
Yeah.
I've got to ask you again on a personal note about the Twitter listening parties,
Yeah.
because I know myself and a few friends, we really enjoyed them. During the pandemic, there's a lot of people who were tuning in. Were you surprised by how quickly and how large they grew to, and how many people were tuning in?
Well, when I think of the pandemic and lockdown, I consider every night being like pitch black, just darkness all around, and the listening parties, thousands of people all over the world were listening to a record with someone who was involved in making that record, like tweeting along, and it just felt like everyone was part of a community, which is obviously what everyone was missing. And I didn't really understand that bit at first. I thought, I was just trying to help out because I'd done listening parties before with the Charlatans. And but yeah, it just took on had such an important role, I think.
I think so many people were struggling with their own mental health, and as you say, that kind of feeling of the stuff that we had to look forward to in life, whether it was seeing your mates, going to gigs, was all just gone, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
And I just feel like you filled like a gap that was there missing for a lot of people.
I think people felt really helped out by I don't know. I mean, for me, when Stephen Morris was tweeting about technique, and there was like really beautiful photographs of them making a record in Ibiza and stuff like that, and it just brought so many people together, and there was it was funny and it was light and
fascinating as well.
And fascinating, well, of course.
We don't know. Many of us wouldn't know what goes behind the scenes in making a record.
No, of course.
And to get those insights and a bit of chat and banter, and
to
pour yourself a nice glass of whiskey.
and listen to an amazing record as well, and hopefully feel part of something.
Yeah, definitely. So just finally then, what's been your sort of crowning achievement so far? Have you done a latte? Have you done a cappuccino yet?
Well, black Americano. I mean, I did a lot. I did a cappuccino actually, and that was pretty good. Don't know whether I got the chocolate sprinkling, quite correct.
Does Michelle? Is she a tough taskmaster in there?
Well, what she's doing is just amazing. So she's an inspiration. Yeah.
Thanks so much for chatting to us, Tim. Really nice to meet you.
Great
Brilliant.
To see you.
Cheers. Thanks.